Concrete Slump Part 2. So this morning we're still out backfilling. We've got plate compactors running, mechanical compaction happening with machining. A lot of dirt to put in this foundation, about 30 loads. But today we're gonna continue our conversation from yesterday about concrete slump. Yesterday we talked about what it is, how it's measured. Today we're gonna talk about why it matters. So a couple different reasons why we use different slump. Really three main reasons. The first of which is ease of placement. So if we have a really low slump, really firm concrete mix, as you can imagine, it makes it difficult to put that concrete where we want it to go. The more fluid it is, the looser that mix is, the easier it is to quote unquote pour concrete, right? If it's stiff, it doesn't like to pour. So there are sort of sweet spots that range between 4 and 6 is sort of the most common slump that we use, because in most cases it's pumpable. Really 5, 6, 7 is where we like to be to pump concrete, but that has drawbacks. So reason number one we use slump is placement. Reason number two is, you can imagine, finishing concrete. So a nice loose mix is really nice to pour into grout-filled cells in a foundation. And it's really easy to pour a slab, but if you've got any pitch, like on a garage slab, it won't hold. If it's fluid, it wants to find its own level, right? So that's no good. So we want to use a tighter mix for you know, a thing like a slab where we actually have to finish that concrete. There's other reasons too, we'll get into later. And then the last reason that slump really matters, and another consideration for what kind of slump we use, is really strength and characteristic. So less strength, more characteristic. So if we have a lot of water in our mix, water is one of the ways we achieve a higher slump, a more loose mix. We're going to have a lot of evaporation. Evaporation leads to cracking. So some of you may be experienced with things called expansion joints and slabs, and there's a misnomer really. What it really ought to be called is a contraction joint, because usually when concrete cracks, it's because it contracted, it shrunk. It needs a place to break, it needs a place to give. So wet mixed concrete has a lot more cracking, so we don't like to use that for slabs. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some other characteristics of concrete. As always, thanks for following along.